Welcome, esteemed viewers, in this the most scary season of all, when dark figures lurk in the midst of the night, waiting to take away what is most precious to you. I'm speaking, of course, about Christian mom groups, who for some reason think that Halloween is gonna bring upon the end times. That's actually something I did not hear about when I was growing up in Mormonism, which is really conservative as far as Christian groups go. But then I found out that people actually think that Halloween is gonna lead to devil worship or something, and it's just Anyway, today we are playing The Last Door, Collector's Edition. So, full disclosure, while I'm recording this, it is not actually Halloween. It is currently the 18th of August. For context, I just finished recording the second episode of my XCOM series. And I decided I'm gonna get a start on Halloween early, because I'm Jekyllstein Gray, and I need to talk about some gothic stuff, and what better time than Halloween. Also, school is about to start, and everything's crazy, and so I want to record as much stuff for Halloween as I can before October starts. So this video is probably gonna go up on October 1st. So I think I actually mentioned that I would be recording this in the XCOM, the second episode of the XCOM video, XCOM series. I'm not sure, because I just record this and throw it out there for whoever wants to see it to consume. If that's one of you, then thank you, and I'm surprised that anyone enjoys this. Yeah. So anyway, this is The Last Door. It is a episodic point-and-click adventure series with a story that is very heavily inspired by the works of Edgar Allan Poe. And the Steam page also says H.P. Lovecraft, which is something that I can't really speak to, because I've never read a Lovecraft book. I'm not a big Lovecraftian horror guy. The closest I've gotten is watching Over the Sarcastic Productions H.P. Lovecraft video. So that should tell you something about my level of knowledge about Lovecraft. But I am a big fan of Edgar Allan Poe, and this is very gothic, and I love me the gothic, as you can tell, because I literally go by Jekyllstein Gray. Yeah, so what I'm planning on doing is doing an episode a day. So this is an episodic game. I've actually beaten it. I've beaten both seasons before, and I'm gonna try and I want to do all the seasons. I want to do the whole thing this month, or the month these will come out. Today we're gonna do episode 1, and then hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna record episode 2, and then I'll do episode 3 and 4, and then I'll go to season 2 and I'll do those, etc. I've already beaten this, but it's been 3 years, and I don't remember a lot about this, and I have changed a lot. I've played a lot more games. My political views have shifted significantly, and I've learned a lot, and so that's part of it. So I'll be interested to see what I think. It's pretty quiet. Turning up the volume. Alright, so episode 1, The Letter. After all the things I have seen. There we go. So I really like this opening. It establishes the tone, the plot. It definitely, it makes you really wonder what is going on, why this guy's doing what he's doing, which I'm sure that you can guess. After all the things I have done, I need to turn it down. Dang, this is some wishy-washy sound. Okay, actually, hold on. Sorry. I should have put a content warning up. Well, this is what happens when you don't think about this too much in advance or script this. So this is gonna have suicide and generally scary and bloody images in it. So don't you're gonna want to turn it off now. Like seriously, please forgive me if I'm doing more hard. There's gonna be a suicide here really quickly. So if you like turn it off now if you don't want to see that. So sorry about that. I really should have put that at the very beginning. But yeah. So continuing on. Everyone good? Everyone's gone. Who doesn't want to see this? If so, good. Because we're about to see it's gonna happen. I cannot escape the course my life has taken. I am beyond redemption. So the Game Kitchen has there's a lot of religious stuff and a lot of religious undertones in here. I think the second episode of this, if I remember right, the second episode takes place in like a abbey that also doubles as like a mental hospital. There's a lot of stuff like that in their games. I recently actually started playing Blasphemous, which kind of looks like this and has similar vibes, but also is basically Bloodborne. it's basically like not even it's hard, so it's like Bloodborne, but in the I just hope you can forgive me someday. So I think he's writing to the protagonist here. This is the letter in the title. So it's like Bloodborne, and I find it not as effective as a spooky tone piece. Yeah. So, yours sincerely, Anthony Beechworth. The Last Door. And that is a very effective opening. This is also an interesting thing about the show, and it's something that actually a lot of episodic games don't do. It has a title sequence. It actually it actually kind of feels like a mini series or something. Like they actually, they make an intro, and it feels almost like a TV show, which I really like. Yeah. So, Phoenix Online, I have no idea what I like their title every game of the story, but I don't know if that's actually true. I mean, this was episodic. They released them. They started a really small Kickstarter. Last one actually had a much bigger one. I think partly because people like this game. And they were like, "Oh yeah, we're the Last Door guys." And Blasphemous is good. Don't get me wrong. I just would have rather had season 3 of this. October 1891. Actually, the time period is another interesting thing that I want to talk about, and that is because pretty much every Gothic story is set in this time, and it makes sense because all the most famous Gothic stories were written in this time period, but they were writing about a contemporary time period. They were writing in the 1890s about the 1890s, and so it kind of feels weird to me that we don't do the same. That's actually like the big game I want to make right now is a Gothic story, and obviously I don't want to go into details because I don't know, I'm paranoid about ideas getting stolen or false promises, getting accused of making false promises. But I do want to make a Gothic fiction game
that is set in the modern day. Yeah, so Videte Nequisquiat. I think they're going to explain what that means. So that was all my childhood friend Anthony Beechworth had written in his letter. It had been many years since I had heard that sentence. It was the motto of the science and philosophy group that we had secretly run as students back when we were in that secluded boarding school in Scotland, but we had left it all behind like mere childhood memories. That letter was unusual. It could only mean that something awful must have happened. Something that must have been absolutely serious. So he burns the letter as soon as he reads it. I think there's a lot of things that sell the gravitas of the situation and make you like and set the tone and also build the mystery, which I really like. I had to find out what was going on. I also really like this art style. The color palette is mwah. It's like it's so good. It evokes the right feelings, and the graphics are just detailed enough that you can make out what's going on, but also not so detailed that you can't fill in anything by yourself. Without delay, I took the first morning train to Sussex and made my way to the address on the letter. I forgot about the aspect ratio. I wonder if I could change that. I might try that. There it was, the old house of Anthony's family, the Beechworth Manor. Episode 1, the letter. It's kind of weird that they didn't put this after the title sequence. Like, they didn't have him arriving at the manor, and then the title sequence, and then the episode title. So, mechanically, this game is a really standard point-and-click adventure. The puzzles are much better than a lot of, they require much less moon logic. I probably will have to reach for a guide a couple of times, but we'll see. He did not know that Anthony... But you were all a bunch of rich guys who were hanging out and whatever. I mean, maybe he didn't know the mansion was this huge. So we have a murder of crows, which it's fun. I like that. I mean, it's accurate, first of all, and, I like that they actually, evoke that. There's going to be a lot of garbage bin. Judging by the foul odor, I would not say that it has not been... I would say that it has not been emptied in a fortnight. I mean, Fortnite is a garbage bin, so... Oh man, I am just on a mission to make everyone mad at me. Fortnite's fine. It's perfect. It's a perfectly passable game. It just did not deserve all its success. It is strange. This is strange. Everything is silent as if there is no one living here. Yeah. You got a letter that's a lot like a suicide note and no one's home. Yeah. So, he hung up his coat. Make himself at home. A note on the table. Dear, I like how it doesn't just say what it says, but actually looks like a note. Dear Mr. Beechworth, due to the recent events, the situation has become unbearable for us, and much to our regret, we have no other choice but to leave. We will remain forever grateful for all these years in your service. God bless you, Mr. and Mrs. Brewer. There's that religion thing again. Grandfather clock. It is the only sound around here. Since Anthony, the years have not been kind to them. Oh man. I'm sad. I'm still sad about Silent Hills. I actually haven't even played a Silent Hill game because Konami won't release them on anything. Cabin with some glasses and some liquor bottles. There was also a matchbox. A machine that plays recorded music. I did not know that Anthony was such an enthusiast of new inventions. Those newfangled phonographs. What's next? A box that can record video and play music all at the same time. Video games? What's a video game? Looks like it has not been cleaned in a long time. The large window is wide open in the cold dusk air. Your head overlooks the room with glass eyes. It's kind of the same. This magic become useful. That's one problem I have with adventure games. Not really for examining things, you know, like I think recording the sound of music. I forgot that you had to click on certain things multiple times in this game. So, it always feels weird to me, and especially in adventure games and RPGs, when you can just, like, repeat things over and over, and then they'll just say the same thing, and there's never any, like, yeah, this is like one line of dialogue where it's like, I already told you this, but okay, I'll tell you again. Would be nice, but it's not a big deal. Small boat struggling against the wrong waves. I think this is all foreshadowing stuff, but I can't really remember. It's gonna be locked. Oh, nope. See, I can't remember. Kitchen stove and a cleaning cloth. I do like how the icon changes if you can pick stuff up. Plates and pans, plates and pans, plates and pans, plates and pans. Plate with some days old leftovers. Some days old. Alright, sorry. I mean, when it's just describing things that just don't change, that's fine. A variety of herbs and ingredients. Let's see. Herbs and ingredients, herbs and ingredients, herbs and herbs and herbs and ingredients. Can I open the door from back here? I have unlatched the door. So this goes back to where the murder of crows were. Hi, crowies. No, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, you know, like any adventure game, this game is mostly exploring and trying to find the right thing, the right solution to the puzzle. But, I mean, the real draw here is the story and the atmosphere. A rainy mountain landscape. This portrait is crooked. Ooh, that actually kind of startled me. An old rosary, a cord of beads with solemn. Again, religious imagery. It's a thing. It's a thing that, I mean, a lot of horror does that too. Sometimes with better results than others. Deep dark forest. Wash basins and toiletries. Wash basins and some toiletries. Wash basin, alright. Lamp to light the way. Give me the lamp. And also, let's use the matches. Matches on the lamp. Here we go. The lamp is glowing faintly. March 5th, 1891. Master Anthony has made us get rid of our religious objects. What is going on with him? Luckily, I found a place to hide my rosary. I cannot pray every night without it. May 18th, 1891. Master Anthony has been complaining about Alfie. What would a simple cat do to him? He ordered us to keep him out of the house at all times. Still, we can't let the poor thing starve. He's such a clever cat. Is Alfie what the crows are eating? Every time I open the window, he knows food is waiting for him. Anyway, I'm worried about Master Anthony, so this is a puzzle solution. He is growing more and more unlike himself every day. Master Anthony is spending whole days locked inside his office, like Henry Jekyll. He wants us to leave him food at the door, but barely eats anything. I'm really worried. An empty bowl, like going. Okay, so that's the thing. They're pretty clearly telegraphing. Okay, so there's also a hint to this, to the rosary. Wait, what? Maybe not. Let's open the window. See what the... See, if this was a Sierra game, opening the window would render the whole thing, the whole game moot. Some kind of cord, eh? Ah, there we go. Oh shoot, my fan is running. I don't know. I don't really wanna. If it bothers you guys, let me know in the comments. But it'll probably be too late. I'll definitely. So I'll try and bring some life to this place. Let's use the lamp. This door's gonna be locked. Yep. Try and find the key to open it. So the room. So, okay, so now we can use the lamp. There was a dark area just off screen in the entryway in the lobby or whatever. Right up here. Alright, the same now. My coat. Alright, let's go up here. See, it just wouldn't let me do it if I didn't have the lamp stuck. You know, cloth? Nah, it's not gonna work. Alright. Board it up. I don't really have it. What was that? Some of the paintings are missing. Why are the paintings missing? Silver key. Ah. A double bed has not been slept in for a very long time. Some small photographs and old daguerreotypes. Mostly family portraits. Isn't the daguerreotype what they mention in at the beginning of Life is Strange? Fireplace is black. Maybe not. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to. Gentleman with a serious and inquisitive look. I like serious and inquisitive. We have the key now. We can use it on something. Let's see what's over here. It's gonna be locked from the inside. Uh-oh. I don't know why I thought that would work. That made absolutely no sense. I mean, there aren't... Some of the puzzles can be a little obtuse, but there's definitely nothing approaching the kind of absurd moon logic that you got in really old stuff, old adventure games. There we go. I think this is a slate disc record. The sleeve reads the... Oh, I remember. This is one part I do remember. Crowbar. Firewood, twigs, and dry bark. I do like it when they're like, we know that you're trying this, and here's why that's stupid. It's interesting how there you use the, I was like, oh, you use the rosary beads to put it in the crossblades, and it's like, no, you need it to prop open a window. It's actually really interesting, like, thematic stuff. So on the surface, this actually does feel like something out of a something, it seems like an absurd leap of logic, but it's not, because you're supposed to try it. So here, we're gonna leave this. The music has abruptly stopped. This is one of the first, like, legitimately spooky parts. Yeah. So many of them ravens. Why does this happen again? I mean, is it just for spook factor? Which, if it is, then yeah, it works, but why? I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, let's go. That won't work. Alright, let's use the let's see if we can pry open the balcony with this pry bar. Oh, wait. Ah! Well, it's not a pry bar. Like and subscribe if you got that reference. My God, what has happened here? Leave me alone. I don't actually like the color palette in this room. It's sickly. I mean, it works for, but it doesn't feel like it works for gothic horror. It feels more like, I don't know, like Outlast or something. Outlast. Who would have written "Leave Me Alone"? I mean, it is weird that it's written in what seems to be blood and on the wall, but "Leave Me Alone's not a weird thing. Old wheelchair. Cannot go on, all is lost. Diary page. I cannot stand their stares. They watch me, they judge me, they despise me. I know what they think. They think I am not worthy of this family, but who are they but dust and bones, a memory? Leave me, I do not need you. Leave me alone. I'm having a lot of fun doing these voiceovers. It's a letter. Dear Margaret, it has been days since Anthony left his office. I can hear him whisper angrily, frightfully, and it gets worse at night. Our service left a few days ago. Without the help and company, I am lost. I can barely walk out of bed, and not even the doctor will come here after his argument with Anthony. My husband has developed a horrible ability to break anyone's will. I do not know what to do. I do not have any strength left. I wish I could send you this letter. Your dear friend, Anna Beechworth. Oh, she has tuberculosis. Victorian fainting lady disease. Ugh. I am writing what will surely be my final thoughts, my last lines, my last breath. I do not know what kind of dark power has turned my husband into what he is now, a stranger with a look bereft of all sanity, compassion, and human warmth. I do not know what shadow has slowly darkened our lives. I do not know this foreign guest that now dwells in our souls. I do not know where it is from, but I am sure it is not from this world. I will meet my brothers and sisters soon. I will be free from this abyss of madness and fear. Soon I will stop trembling. A simple long hairpin. My hairpin. Give me the hairpin. And there's a lot of pictures. Pictures. Oh yeah, there's an achievement that I didn't get last time for restoring an old photograph. But to do that, I would probably have to like look up stuff. And I would rather not do that on a Let's Play, especially since I actually am kind of on a time limit here. I have to go to bed fairly soon. This young woman, not yet in her 20s, stares defiantly back at me. Someone doesn't like getting her portrait painted. I mean, I can agree. Some bears some resemblance to Anthony, but his countenance is marred by a severe, unsettling gaze. So, daddy issues? Daddy issues. On the bed, she's holding a baby. Could that be Anthony's child? Wait, what happened to Anthony's child? Some bold looking eyes. Again, I feel like this is setting stuff up, but I honestly can't remember the young Anthony just like I remember him. There's a big raven perched on the window. Thou art no craven, ghastly, grim, and ancient raven from the night's Plutonian shore. God damn it. I need to remember. I wish I'd memorized the Raven before I recorded this. I'm like, go away, Raven. Go away and stop bothering me. Use the hairpin. Oh, looks like that'll work. Anytime something happens when you use it, it's almost always works. Alrighty. The Illustrated London News. Judge kills himself under strange circumstances. Daily Chronicle for 1888. Earl found dead floating in the Thames. The Times, 1899. Famous actor found bled to death in his hotel room. So these might be all the. Well, that might have the Sussex. The region of Sussex marked on the surface. Common hammer in good condition. I'll take a hammer. A lynx mounted and stuffed. This is a fine work of taxidermy. And now we shall hit it with a hammer. I would hate to damage this fine work of taxidermy. I thought it was just gonna not do anything else. Be like, aw, but I like that it actually was like, yeah, we can see why you can't paint thinner. Filled chemical products so strongly in vinegar. Books written in elder tongue, yada yada yada. So we need the gold key. Alrighty, so now we have the Dark Souls door unlocked. So let's see here. Oh! So I think I actually know what the ravens were there for. It was to get them to leave yep. Dying crow. There's an achievement I think we're putting it out of its misery, which I kind of want to do, considering the alternative. Is there any... I wonder if I had to use the crowbar? Kitchen stove. Put some pans. Put some pans. Oh, put some pans. I like this music. It's very, like, over the top. Let's see. Let's see here. here? Anything else that I might have missed? Oh, what if I mix these? Having the clog of the pain. Alright, so that's at least what those do. That puts me one step closer. Why am I singing Drunken Sailor? I don't know. I'm weird. In case this is your first time watching this show, I'm very weird. Like and subscribe. Let's see. Oh. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna... Sorry, Crow. You're dead anyway. Oh. There we go. Finisher's silent. Yeah, that's sad. Sorry, Crow. We have to leave. Where did the crow go? Crow's gone. What? You don't say! Sound is louder in here. Cat is behind the wall. Oh, Jesus. Ah. So, a blind, dark cloak, a mask, and a knife. None of those useful here. Alrighty. Actually, I do know that the cloak and mask are a big part of the game. The game, like, lore and whatnot. So, what do I need the knife for again? So wait, those crows were eating another crow? Jeez, that's dark. I don't think I ever actually thought about that. So... Oh, I know what I need to use the knife for. Steak. Where did those fuckers go? I would barely even learn. Last time, the cannibal crows came and just stared ominously at me. Oh man. That's why Mumbles from Spoiler Warning likes crows. It all makes sense now. Sorry, brah. And there's the key. And now we shall use it. Oh, shit. I could have used the thinner to... get the achievement. Damn it. Oh, well. Please let me go back. Please, 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 game. Please, please. Please. Aww. Oh well, I'll play it again. Eventually. I'll get you yet the achievements. Oh, I don't know if I ever explained. So there's an achievement for like restoring an old painting and this wet cloth with paint thinner. I realized. Actually, hold on. Can I use it on this? Yeah. This wet cloth with paint thinner. Probably fits the bill. Well, I thought paint thinner got rid of paint, but whatever. That's a shame that she looked happy because madness could have led into me. I don't know. Maybe he was depressed and there wasn't an adequate system in place to help him. Just saying. Something in his pocket. What is in his pockets? It is a sealed letter. Dear J. Devitt, if you are reading these lines and I am nothing but a dead body hanging before you, I write to you my last shreds of lucidity. You are one of my oldest friends, and when I sent you the letter asking you to come here, I did not doubt for one moment that you would. Had you failed me this evening, everything would have been lost. I have found myself involved in a series of horrible incidents. For reasons beyond my comprehension and sanity, this is Lovecraftian. I can tell this is Lovecraftian. I have become a total stranger to myself and to my closest relatives, capable of the most indescribable and atrocious acts. I cannot give you any more details at this time. I must ask you to go immediately back to the boarding school where we made that pact, where we all swore on our honor that sentence that would protect us. This letter must not reach anyone else, so it is imperative that you destroy it immediately. The lives of the rest of the group and yours too are in great danger. Do not delay. They are already waiting for you. Seeing is believing, Devitt. Do not forget that. Always your loyal friend, Anthony Beechwood. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Again, there's just enough that you see that it'll shock and horrify you. So that was episode 1. Alrighty. Published on March 11th, 2013. Special thanks, probably backers. So yeah. I forgot about a lot of that, and I am bummed that I missed that achievement, but it took me, like, 40 minutes to get there, and I didn't know what I was doing for most of it, so, yeah, I'm trying to think of final thoughts, but I honestly don't have any at this point, so, like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things. I am definitely going to keep playing this, even if it doesn't get any views. I want to keep playing this, and I want to record it, and I want to put it on YouTube. I mean, that's probably what's going to happen anyway, so, yeah, so I will see you in a month and a half / tomorrow for another episode of Glass Door. Peace out, y'all. Goodbye.